What up,
Happy
everybody?
Thursday, everybody. Welcome to I was checking earlier. It's the 9th edition of the BOXEM office
Damn, time
hours.
flies,
Yeah,
man.
time's
Holy, yeah,
flying.
it's time.
So good to see everybody. Saw Travel. What's up? If you guys are watching on the replay on Monday night, we have an awesome Black Friday masterclass that we're gonna be doing with you guys live. Check that out down below in the description. We're kind of adding some new stuff, really making it really awesome for you guys. If you've been to one before, definitely want to make sure you're on the Black Friday class. And yeah, should be a great time. Let us know what questions we can answer as well. A bit about BOXEM, selling on Amazon in general, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll hang it here for 30 minutes or so. How are we living today, Miles?
What up? Yeah, no complaints, no complaints. So whatever questions y'all got, make sure to let us know here. Let's see, we get this plugged in Discord too, as well. Let's see.
Right. Yep. I got a really good question that sent me on might make like a YouTube video or something. If I figure out how to make one, but somebody's in like the 5 to 10K range pretty consistently.
Okay.
Making sales wise, that kind of thing, and they're asking how to break out of it. So I just thought that was interesting. And I know a lot of you guys watching are probably somewhere in there, especially if you're tuned into the lives, that kind of thing. You're probably selling a little bit on Amazon. And the biggest thing, at least for me, was definitely going way deeper on stuff, just kind of having the confidence. And that confidence is built just by buying stuff, seeing that it sells. You're actually making money on all that stuff, and making a couple friends that can peer pressure you into, maybe bully you into making some more money, right?
That's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing between like 30 and 50 for like 6 months in a row, basically. And then I right when I saw like 50 of one thing sell in one day FBM, it like really took off once I started going harder, basically. So confusing at this point. Can I sell a brand that I'm approved for if I'm approved in the category? Yes, if you're approved for both the brand and your category, then you're good. Yeah, but if you're not approved for one of the two or both, you're going to need to go through the application process for both. It's nice and easy. We sell 50K.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Luca?
Oh, sweet. Yeah, keep up
good work, man. Keep that up. Keep that up.
Right there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So interestingly enough, no. Interestingly enough, I had some ASINs close back in August for kind of the first round, but didn't not that I know of in terms of the stuff that happened on Monday.
Yeah, all good here too. How can you get seller or BOXEM merch? I think we have we got a form for some BOXEM merch. Post something on socials and tag us, and then we'll hook you up.
Gotcha. It just says the brand on gate. Oh, well, then you're good to go for the category. Yeah, then you're automatically good to go for the category.
Yeah.
See, do I need a letter of authorization from the brand when gated because I keep getting denied? Nope. So you need either a letter of authorization from the brand or an invoice for Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see it on the verbiage. It is kind of confusing. I remember the first time I looked at it, I was like,
completely confusing.
Gotta write a letter to DeWalt or something like that now.
Yep. So Amazon seems more strict on accepting retail receipts / invoices for right now. I'd say definitely a little bit more in terms of like it just takes a little longer to apply or to get approved when you apply during Q4, but nothing changed in respect to like the overall process of it though.
Yes, especially as far as like account health goes and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty much the same. A lot of account health like complaints and that kind of stuff, they've actually specifically added like being able to use like retail receipts and stuff to the verbiage when you go submit like an IP or counterfeit complaint.
Is it okay to list products that are out of stock on no FBA RFM? Yeah, you'll be the only seller though. Yeah. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Okay, just had a conversation with the brand. How do I structure an exclusive deal? Bring up or ask them what they would need for that potentially, and make sure you're actually adding value. Make sure it's not just you want to buy their stuff, you want to be the only seller, which pretty much only benefits you. Make sure it gets easier for them, basically.
Oh yeah. Received an email about a campaign. Not sure what you're talking about there, Ruth.
Probably one of those things where every couple months the Amazon reps hit you up, basically.
And oh, gotcha. Yeah, they're probably emailing you about like buying ads or something. Then, if it was like an ad campaign, maybe. In which case, you don't really need to worry about that, Ruth. You can do, if you're really trying to get fancy with it, some of you guys, this might be helpful. You can basically bid like a nickel or a dime on a bunch of like random keywords that are related to something you have a bunch of units in stock on. But yeah, I wouldn't really worry about that, Ruth. That's like a more advanced thing once you're really kind of at scale.
Is Card Depot legit? Yeah, all those sites on Card Bear are going to be good, guys. I haven't seen any issues with those. Yeah, Card Bear's like the aggregator site basically for it all.
Oh yeah. How can you reduce shipping costs? You realize getting as close to 50 pounds is the cheapest rate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So as far as like, making those shipments with BOXEM, just make sure you have like 150 pounds, maybe, if you're really trying to save every penny on shipping. But for most of y'all, getting stuff out the door is way more important than saving 10, 20 cents a pound on shipping, because lead time tends to be way more expensive than a little bit of shipping savings.
You guys, yeah, well, so we've been, along those lines in different types of stuff, but the key is that no one that was a newer seller got affected, and everyone that got affected saw what happened back in April specifically. So obviously hindsight's 2020 and everything, but there's thousands of brands you can go ahead and carry as well.
Yeah. And pretty much all the brands that are getting locked off, there's been tons of people, even recently, who have never been able to sell any of those brands. There's somebody I can think of in the Discord. He's done like $100,000 in his first 40 days with none of the gated brands, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, because you literally can't sell it. So the fact that and everything to sell Yogi Tea brand but can't sell because I have to ungate the category, that's completely normal. Yeah. So like I was saying a couple minutes ago, so for certain types of products, you might have to do the brand and the category. Those are going to be separate applications. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cashback money. Yeah, just reinvest, do whatever you want. Talk to a good CPA on that kind of thing. How does BOXEM work with a 3PL? Yeah, Anna. So your 3PL just log in to BOXEM for you, and just create all the shipments there. So you got all the costs stored and all that kind of thing. If they're not using BOXEM yet, just offer them the account, that kind of thing, through your account, obviously, and then pretty much all the conversations I've seen so far, they love switching over because it's way easier to use than it is way easier to use than anything else out there on the market. That's why it exists.
Amazon's asking for authorization letters from this flyer. Nope, they're just asking for either the invoice or their authorization letter. They might have changed the word, or they might have changed the order on the emails, because we never get asked about letter of authorization. So they might have positioned the email slightly different for that. BOXEM is $50 a month. Yeah. How can I see people selling my stuff? But wait. How can I see people selling stuff by buyer but sell by buyer? Said no. Okay. Yeah. Basically. So honestly, most websites have some sort of anti-reseller text on their website. It's the kind of thing where you kind of just disregard it, basically, from what I've seen. Unless Nike.com says that, for example.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure why they all say that. It's probably cover them on.
Yeah.
I bet it's I bet that's how they go after counterfeiters and stuff. How the IRS gets people on tax evasion for doing way worse crimes. It's probably the same vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I there's the first sale doctrine as well and everything too. I'm not on. Well, so an invoice. No, so travel destinations. Yes. Just like you've heard us say, a ton. You need one or the other, right? And the much easier one to get is going to be the purchase documentation. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you guys asking about BOXEM. That's our software. We spent quite a while developing. It's the best way to send shipments to Amazon if you're in the US marketplace. You can also use 2D barcodes, which is something that I wasn't really even aware of, but it helps me make sales a couple days faster on average for FBA. You can check I got thrown off.
I officially do not endorse. I
got thrown off on that one.
Yeah.
You can check all your profit, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys basically, if you're selling on Amazon, you need Keepa and Seller Up to source products, and you just need BOXEM to manage profit, ship everything out, that kind of thing. You guys can try it for free for 2 weeks at boxem.com/join.
Nope. So it's not that, Pedro. Yeah. You'll see the wording. Every ungate's the same in that respect, at least from everything we've seen in years and years. Right there. Okay. So this time of year, you should not be doing FBA shipments, just because there's a really tight time frame, and it's going to be tough for that inventory to actually check into Amazon prior to the December rush. So we'd recommend switching over to a lot of FBM, basically.
You can do that on BOXEM too, if you guys are wondering as well.
Yep. Yeah, you can list on BOXEM. We added that a month or so ago. Is Amazon replen recommendations accurate? Not like amazingly. It's not going to hurt though. If you're not sure how they are, it's not time to buy deep on stuff anyway, right? So just keep to small test orders, merchant fulfilling, right? Reduce risk, diversify, and you'll eventually get enough feedback from the market that you'll be confident hopping in on that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, usually like the basic way to look at your restocks is how many units did I sell per day that I was actually in stock. Not necessarily like the last 30 days I sold 10, I was sold out, that kind of thing, right? So per day it was actually in stock, how many did you sell? And then multiply that by how many days you think it's going to be until that same price is back. So maybe a coupon that's limited time, that kind of thing.
Okay, the open boxes with multiple procs from
we got
it. All right, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know the UI worked like that on there. Should I reopen the case to submit the invoice? Yep. After labeling with FNQ, they can put the product in the box and don't touch it again. Is that a different way? Okay, I'm piecing these together. They'll be okay. Got you. So you can print the FNQ from Amazon instantly. Yes, once you print the FNQ labels, as long as the product is completely ready, then put it in the box. Yeah, right there. Yep. Oh, okay. Jill, you might have put your incorrect email right there because it's all automatic on there. But
yeah, we were messaging. I can quickly check that for you, Jill.
Cool. All right, sweet. We'll get you right, Jill. Yeah. What up, Steve? Yes, sir. Steve. Thanks for the knowledge. Yeah, appreciate you, Tim. Appreciate you, Tim. Right there. Cool, sweet. So yeah, whatever questions y'all got, you make sure to let us know. And then remember, guys, this Monday we got the free live class going down as well too on that. Let's see, we'll drop the link for that this Monday. Cheers. Sounds good. Yep. Let's see, what's your best repricing and accounting software for beginners? Yeah, so for listing and then like knowing your numbers and stuff like that, we got some really, really good accounting features coming soon too. We're looking at yesterday. You should definitely go ahead and check out BOXEM. And then for repricing, there's a bunch of good repricers. Honestly, if you search Flips from Alice repricer on YouTube, I'll have a good tutorial for you right there. But we like BQL for beginners. Legends are live. Some of the few people I trust in the space. Appreciate you. Oh, I spelled Monday wrong right there. Spelled Monday right there. Okay, so Warner, where are we at in the market cycle? It's November 21st, right? Talk through where we are in the market cycle for like Q4, basically.
Right now is prime FBM buying season. A bunch of like Black Friday sales are already ripping. So honestly, like earlier than last year, I think it's because like I was wondering how like a lot of stores would react because Black Friday is so late into November this year. Like last year is fairly early, I think. And a lot of the sales are already ripping. I think they just are used to having that revenue come around this time of year. So a lot of great sales to buy on right now. Pretty much all FBM season. Just dig in like the buy box stats and make sure it's rotating to FBM sellers. And especially look for items where last Christmas and every Christmas that price goes crazy. Those are good to keep your eyes on as well. But basically, every hour you can spend in the next 10 days sourcing products is going to make you more money than any other hours you spend for the entire rest of the year. So sacrifice that 30 minutes on TikTok or whatever and and hit the sourcing extra hard over the next week and a half here.
No Fortnite. Do you think the fact that my supplier doesn't want to? I've honestly never seen anyone even get one, unless it's like brand direct, for example, which that's popping, obviously. So that would be like buying wholesale directly from the brand, which an interestingly high amount of OA brands do. I found an OA brand this morning that was advertising wholesale, so it's interesting how that can just unlock.
I think that still applies. Coupon savings.
Yep. No Call of Duty. Oh yeah, no Call of Duty.
At least for the next little bit, you can play with the family and stuff here in a couple weeks. But
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Well, no. So it's like it depends kind of what you sold originally and everything. But yeah. So for example, I personally didn't have ASIN shut down. I did in August, but I didn't have any to my knowledge Monday when it happened for a lot of established sellers. It was kind of weird how it was like random, or it was actually completely weird. Yeah. That's why we FBM the rest of the year here.
Still selling Amazon, David. Sell anything under the sun. A lot of apparel, that kind of thing, but also vitamins, grocery, like some auto, some pet stuff is really good, especially if you're worried about like rough economic times and stuff. People always spend crazy money on their pets, so that'll be a good category as well. But anything under the sun, still slinging. Should do about $2.5 million at least this year, David.
Good question here. If Amazon isn't selling a product and all the offers are FBM, can you create your own price? Theoretically for Prime, probably in the range of 10% above the FBM pricing there. honestly, this time of year, while it would make sense to FBA that, there's just not a ton of time for it to check in. So if it's all FBM offers, I would just recommend FBMing that SKU. Yeah. Yeah. And then another good question here. Where would you recommend to start reverse sourcing this peak season? Like what accounts? Yeah. So go on a couple of our YouTube videos and look at the sellers we've storefront stocked in those videos. So Fields of Profit on YouTube, Flush Miles on YouTube, for example, and join us Monday night for the free live training as well.
Yeah, don't really have a crystal ball for you there, Filipina, but usually Amazon chills out a little bit after Q4 on all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and this is obviously an evolving thing just because the industry is newer, for example. But back in 2019, there used to be a lot of like weird rules about this too, and everything. And obviously, we'll keep you guys updated with any information we learn right there. How do you know when to package certain items, when to poly bag if necessary? Amazon will tell you on that. Honestly, though, Chris, this time of year you should just be doing FBM, for example. And for FBM, all it is going to be poly mailers and just boxes for those items. So no fancy labels or anything needed for that. Yeah.
Yep. Looking at a bunch of items, very rare that they're not gated. Yeah, so pretty much everything is gated. I salt. Interesting. And that's what you want, right? You want barriers to entry for things so that no one can come in and just start selling fake stuff, right? But luckily, if it's gated and it lets you apply, you can just use an invoice from wherever you found it profitably. So any big major retailer that Amazon's seen, Target, they've seen Kohl's, they've seen Vitacost, all those kind of things, right? So you want gating. So as long as it accepts applications, then that is a good thing for you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I got you, Chris. Yeah, Chris, definitely tap in on Monday night for the free live class as well. What's up? Maria taking off like a rocket ship with the FBM season going right there. Good work, Maria.
Love it.
Thank you guys for all the help.
Pedro.
You can't imagine how convenient it is just to be able to open up YouTube and ask anything you want. Don't stop the stream, stock rack at all. Yeah, don't worry about that, man. We going nowhere on the stuff. We're just getting started. Q4 is going to be good. Hopefully Amazon figures out some of these issues and everything, but obviously just kind of bizarre times in terms of like some stuff that's going on and everything. Interestingly enough, the cold hard facts of it are though that basically no new sellers were affected, which is kind of ironic because typically if changes are going to happen on a platform, it'd be the opposite way on that. But we're here to help you guys, support you guys, give you guys good community, and any questions y'all got, you let us know here. Do we answer iSalt as well?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, for sourcing for Q4, don't really worry about like what like types of items to do, for example. For Q4, pretty much everything sees an increase in volume a lot. So like really the answer is just whatever you're being able to consistently track down profitably is going to be the wave right there. If a new seller does FBM, basically it's like Amazon at their own house if they have no warehouse. Oh yeah. Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, that is exactly what it is yeah. Someone ordered from me, sent a buyer address saying the address is wrong, didn't give me a new one. With 0-day handling time, do I just send this out? I would say yes. It's not your responsibility to change the address. That puts you as risk as a seller for that specific sale. So I'd say yes right there. I'd say send it out. That's something that'll happen from time to time. Another thing that'll happen all the time, guys, with FBM too, is a customer will order it and then the tracking will show delivered and they'll say they won't receive it. That's something everyone doing a lot of FBM runs into. And what you'll do from there is just go ahead and tell the buyer, okay, that's fine. Just file an A to Z claim. And if they were ever trying to scam you, they'll just
they a lot of times they're trying to pull a fast one on you.
Yeah.
Basically every single time they think they're going to get a refund, but you just tell them to go take it up with Amazon. Then they kind of drop it there.
All right, Chris, you need some help, man. Let's see. You got the Jordan with the Bulls right there. What can we help with, brother?
Let us know what questions you got.
Do you think items sell faster with FBA and get more of the buy box FBA? Yes, relative to when they're in stock, but it does take longer from the check-in specifically. Yeah.
There's a couple questions from earlier I think we missed too. Kate, you said you have a friend who has their own business / brand. How hard would it be for you to sell her stuff? Not super hard since you obviously would be authorized to sell that brand. If it's not already listed on Amazon, then that's more of like a kind of creating a private label with your friend there. If you do that, I would, it's a good idea. I would own part of the company or get big revenue share on that kind of thing. Cause It's like a whole thing. Like the whole reason that arbitrage exists is because doing your own brand on Amazon is so difficult that they don't even want to touch it, right?
That's a
So
good
there's
point.
hundreds of thousands of products on Amazon that we can sell because selling your own products on Amazon is pretty hard. So just make sure you get compensated properly for that with your friend. But I think it's a great idea.
No, All Out Amazon is very for prep centers, and he even thinks that beginners should go right from the get-go with prep centers if you have adequate capital and everything. I personally disagree, and think that you should do some yourself and everything. But yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. Like everyone's got their own opinion, and neither of them are wrong necessarily. What does account not fully onboarded mean? It means your account isn't fully ready to rock and roll. Go to your settings, account info, and do what Amazon's asking for that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Good call there, Steven. Yeah, dude. It's like the whole prep center industry exists because of that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Beck. I think I'm in 2 episodes, right? Something like that.
I think 3 low-key. We haven't
3,
done
okay.
one in a minute though. Yeah. We gotta get on that shit. Yeah. Now that items are stranded. I had 2 large inventory and 2 ASINs. Yeah, so we don't personally know. I'll let you know if we do kind of learn anything specific with there. The brands that it did happen to were ones that were closed for new sellers about 8 months ago or 7-8 months ago, specifically right there. So just the kind of thing where we can learn from that, and that if Amazon's shutting something down for new sellers, they probably plan to shut it down for some or all existing sellers. Down the line. I sent in toys for Christmas. They all said one day, hey, Sapphire, you gotta get more of those. We're early right there, right? So you gotta get more of those, and you gotta take a look in the storefronts of those other sellers and find other ASINs in there too. Yeah.
Yeah. No reason to use that, Filipina, since BOXEM does all that and lets you make shipments and all that kind of thing.
Yep. I got ungated with Lowe's and Target. Yeah, Target's a phenomenal site for ungating right now. Yeah. And have 0-day handling time. Is something wrong with my account? Possibly. You might just not have featured offered eligible yet for all your ASINs. Check on your Amazon Seller Central account and click into your inventory page and see. Hello, I'm a beginner. What size boxes should I get? 15 by 12 by 10 and 12 by 10 by 8 if you want like hard sizes. Honestly, I would just wait till you get some sales and go to Walmart there. Yeah. Yeah.
I was researching mean on your shipment. It doesn't mean they lost it. It can mean a lot of things. Like a lot of times maybe they're remeasuring the item or basically just treat it like an FC transfer. It shouldn't take too long until they can get it shipped back in.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I a little bit of wholesaler. I placed a PO for like 10K earlier this year, but not a lot right there. And then all you guys on TikTok too, make sure you guys are registered for the free class we got going down on Monday night there in the link in bio. Right there. Do you guys put void fill in your boxes? Nah, life's too short, man. Life's too short. Just buy the correct size box and keep moving. Now, if it's an item that can break, you better put that in there, right? In our opinion, specifically right there. But yeah, in most cases, no. Yeah.
Get there's like $5 big thick rolls of craft paper you can get at Lowe's. Just put some of that down in there if it's not completely full. But if it's like a soft item, clothes, that kind of thing, you don't need to worry about stuff banging around in there.
By the way, thank you for all your videos. I started 1 month ago, already did 15K in sales. Holy dude,
dang, good work.
Dude, so you're about to turn up like crazy. Make sure you're not going too deep in any one thing. Make sure you're learning, making some friends in the community and everything too. That's gonna help as well. $5. Okay. That's an interesting okay. Right there.
I did become aware of what I was saying as I was saying. Yeah.
For printing label, yeah, either the Rolo or the Polono. Yeah, both are good on Amazon. Yeah. Yeah. Should I still? No, I definitely wouldn't FBA anything right now. Yeah, just because from like a check-in time perspective. Yeah.
Any advice to make the shipment fee lower? Just heavier boxes, Filipina. Yeah. So 50 pounds, like really like 48 pounds. So you don't accidentally go over and get a fine. 48-pound boxes is what you want to shoot for. And usually just wait until you have, a good amount of stuff sitting at the crib to make a shipment.
Yeah. Any advice to make FBA? Oh yeah, right there. Do you have an Amazon center here in Colorado? Do you guys know if it's possible to drop off your FBA orders? Unfortunately not. You can do it with like truckloads, but not with normal SKUs. Yeah.
Yeah. I people ask that a lot, but it does make sense that you should be able to theoretically, but logistically, it would mean like a bunch of people in sedans rolling up next to the 18 wheelers trying to like get a spot in
Yeah.
line. Like I got one
Well, I
box.
could see them adding that eventually, but yeah, not
Yeah, it could be interesting.
right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Can you apply specific shipping templates to only certain ASINs? Yeah, you can. So like when you list on BOXEM, when you list those FBA items, you'll select which template it's under. And you just go try and list an FBM item on BOXEM. You'll see what I'm talking about. What's your experience with PPC? It's not usually necessary. I have used it a couple times if I'm really deep on something and I can buy like cheap keywords. So pay no more than like a quarter or so per click. But generally, we don't have enough margin in like wholesale or anything reselling based to afford PPC like private label sellers can.
Yeah. For beginners, what if something don't have 50 pounds to send? For example, light products like bead I can FBM in my country. Well, in that case, yeah, you do what you have and then eventually you get more efficient over time, kind of like anything. You know what I mean? Kind of like anything. Can you case back an individual from I'm not sure what Eli 5 means, but you can do a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah. Nah, seller amp and keepa. Yeah, seller amp and keepa.
Cool. Let us know what other questions you guys got here. We'll go for at least a few more minutes. Somebody was earlier saying if there's no IP complaints, do cliffs in the keepa chart matter? So if there was a cliff on the chart, that would be an IP complaint. But if it's just like sometimes you'll see like an IP warning on a listing and there's a ton of sellers on it, and there's no history of people getting kicked off. Some brands very much police some listings. They don't care about other listings. So a lot of times it's kind of like listing by listing.
Just starting out here, so I should prob FBM Q4 and then hit FBA the rest of the year. Yeah, most likely on that. January is like a nice like kind of reset for everyone in respect, like if you want to get into wholesale, if you want to start doing private label, for example, and everything. So yeah, the whole rest of the year should just be small test orders of FBM. And then if the market tells you a product is good, consider doing some more basically.
Maybe get a local retail store pickup if you can get it at the right price too. What cases would you use the option on BOXEM where no box content is provided? It's just like the ultra lazy way to ship to Amazon. You can pay a per unit fee to have them handle a lot of that stuff for you. Generally, it's not really worth it because like doing box contents is really easy, especially since I don't even know when there'd be a case where it would make sense. If you just have like a whole bunch of like, you have like 100 ASINs, you have like 1 unit of each, then maybe it's worth. But yeah, just do box contents through BOXEM so you save the time or save the money.
Yep, in Q4 it's so hard to find. It's way easier in Q4 than it is. 35% margin.
Yeah, that's unrealistic.
Yeah, for arbitrage. Yeah, that's going to be super expensive. Yeah.
Yep. Well, Amazon Section 3 listings you deleted a long time. If you deleted a listing, then no, you can't get like a IP complaint or anything like that on it. It's for items that you are still on.
Appreciate it, Target. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Target's one of the best places for ungating right now. Yeah.
We're able to scale up with just OA out of your house. Yeah. I was doing like 160. My first December, I was kind of taking things seriously. We did like 160 all out of the house. There was a room and usually like a room and a half that was completely claimed by the business and you're constantly got stuff flying around. But yeah, it's very possible to scale some stuff if you got an extra room in the house, or you want to sacrifice the kitchen, sacrifice the dining room for a month to make a couple $1,000, probably more. It's worth it.
Yeah. Is it proper to source stores and use receipts? Yeah, exactly. Not in store, but online. Yeah, on store or online. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. How long it take to have your process optimized? I mean, it's like getting things dialed into how you like to do it that's a daily task. It's never going to be like you look around at the business and be like, oh, I'm done. Like I don't have to, like I don't want to change anything, or I don't want to learn new ideas and that kind of stuff, right? Like that's the fun of it. If you don't enjoy the process of always getting a little bit better every day, then business that might not be for you. It's kind of that's the fun of it is getting better every day.
Yeah, every few months you should feel like a few months ago I was an idiot.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Like it's gonna feel like the same for the last week, couple weeks, that kind of thing. You look back 6 months ago, you're looking at some pictures. It's like, all right, I'm going places. Like things are changing here.
Cool. Sounds good. Do you know if I can write off my storage unit for my taxes? Talk to a CPA, but in general, stuff like that should be. Yeah. Best way to find wholesale suppliers, hit up your OA or RA brands and see if they'll sell you wholesale, and start out as well looking up local distributors on Google. Yeah. Cool. All right. Appreciate all you guys tapping in. If you guys want more good free content, we got the free live training going down on Monday night. So you can get registered for that. Link in the description. That's also in my bio. On TikTok, we're here to support you guys all of Q4. If you got any questions, make sure you let us know. And let's be great, y'all. Have a good one.
Good vibes. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Make sure you try a BOXEM free trial as well if you want to start tracking those numbers, making shipments.
Yep. Of course, Andrea, we got you. Yeah. There's really no difference. You just want to make sure you have a professional account right there. Be great. See y'all soon.
Yeah, Domino 35.